Warrior is a comic book. This we know for certain. Other well-known facts about this comic: it was written by the Ultimate Warrior, aka Warrior. Yeah, that was his real name. His name in a past life used to be Jim Hellwig, but he changed it to the Warrior so he could use his wrestling name to go on homophobic speaking tours. And he also wrote this thing. And you can tell he wrote it. If you're not into wrestling, you may not realize that the Warrior, he has a very distinctive way of speaking. And the whole comic is definitely written in a stream of consciousness, cocaine-induced flow. I like to pretend to be a professional, so I'm going to try and review this thing. The first issue involves the Warrior arriving on the Terrain of Torment, which seems to be some supernatural otherworld where the Warrior must fight, because that's what his really buff ghost dad said. This might all just be in his head and he's in a coma. So in some ways, this reminds me of the Max. Now, the Max also plays with other worlds inside people's heads and is about a deeply unhinged main character. But very cunningly, the Max decided to be one of the best comics ever. I have no idea why comics just don't be the best ones ever. Doesn't seem that hard to pull off. Just write really good characters, dialogue, and have great art. You know who didn't make that decision? The Warrior. Because this is actually a pretty notoriously bad comic. If you can't tell from the art and the inexplicable dialogue, it's also pretty notorious for this image. He's wearing orange-colored pants, by the way. I know it's hard to tell. So stay tuned for me looking at issue number 2.